The HoneyDew with Ryan Sickler.
Welcome back to the HoneyDew, y'all. We're over here doing it in the Night Pants Studios. I'm Ryan Sickler, RyanSickler.com, Ryan Sickler on all your social media. And I'm going to start this episode like I start them all by saying thank you. Thank you for watching this show, supporting this show, supporting anything that I do. If you're already watching this far, drop a comment, make sure you're subscribed, help that algorithm out. And if you got to have more, then you got to have the Patreon. It's called The HoneyDew with Y'all. We've been doing it for years. It's $5 a month, and it is this show with y'all. And I promise you, y'all have the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. It's the best show on Patreon. It's your show. The stories are nuts. So if you or anyone you know has a story that has to be heard, please submit it to honeydewpodcast@gmail.com. If you send it again. We get a ton, bump it up. We'd love to do your story. If you're still on the fence, go watch the best of episodes we've done with Josh Wolf. We have another one coming. And check those out. They're free on the YouTube. I promise you'll be like, I'm in. All right, that's the biz. You guys know what we're doing here. We highlight the lowlights. I always say these are the stories behind the storytellers. I'm very excited to have this guest back on the HoneyDew. Ladies and gentlemen, Ali Siddiq, welcome back to the HoneyDew.
Man, thank you for having me. What's this, time number 3?
This is your third time. I thought it was more, to be honest, but Kirsten said it's only been twice, but it is your third time.
3. Man, that's amazing.
Thank you for doing it.
I don't think I've been on a couple people things 3 times.
You got an open door here. You don't
a plaque.
You just I'll give you like a little Billy Big Mouth bass or something. I'll give you next time you come back. Dude.
Yeah, man. It's great. It's great to be here. Getting, especially taking the time away from doing a show. This is a show, but it's not a one of them things where I had to get ready. Mm-hmm. I'm just really gonna, talk about what I got going on, talk to a friend. That's the caveat and the caviar in the business, when you get a chance to.
Let me tell you something, first of all. I want you to promote everything, but everything you're doing, the way you're doing it, I fucking love it. I love it. I do it myself, and I watch you. I watch what you're doing. I'm like, that's what he's doing. We need to do this too. He's in the same world we're living in. We're not Netflix. We're not Hulu. We're not Amazon yet, whatever. But you're taking control of all of it. You own all of it. And you're crushing that fucking lane. So
thank you.
Good for you. And that is the reason why today, this is the first Sunday I've ever recorded morning PS before 11 a.m. in my I've been podcasting somewhere between 15, 16, 17. This is the first fucking Sunday I've ever got up, and I had late spots last night.
Man.
And I'm here because I respect the shit out of you and what you're doing. So thank you and plug it all, brother.
Man, so speaking of Sunday, Father's Day is on the Sunday. I'm dropping a new special called Rugged on Father's Day. We just dropped the second half of the tour, 34 new cities. You can go to alisiddiq.com and, get you some tickets and, see where we're going to be at that's close to you. It's amazing that people are driving places or flying different places to see me. And that's weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I remember when I shot my special here in LA, people came up. I just thought people from here would come. This guy's like, we flew in from Seattle. We flew in from Detroit for this. And I was like, what? Yeah. I was so grateful and humbled by that. I'm like, and then I also put myself in my shoes. I'm like, I wouldn't do that.
I don't think I've traveled to see anybody. I'm talking about, I see the Jimi Hendrix bus over there. I'm like, I'm not going to see him. If Jimi Hendrix came back and he's only doing like 4 places, I'm like, I'm going to that.
I'm going to that.
Jimmy got to come to Texas. Houston.
Yep, the DFW, I'm coming.
Man, it's one of those things. And as I tour, I constantly get humbled by people saying things that I've never heard. So I can imagine what Michael Jackson was going through and Prince and all these guys. This lady hit me. I was in New York and at the Beacon, I walked out and she DM'd me. She said, I don't even think I've ever felt like this before. You walked out. I was so excited. I just started crying. I said, wow. that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy thing. It's something that, and I know I would, if I would have saw Michael Jackson, I'd have bust out crying because I saw Janet and was teary eyed. I was like
teary eyed for her.
I saw Tito and was all emotional. I was like, that's Tito.
I was fine when I saw Jermaine, but man, Tito got me.
Tito. I don't know if I would have seen Jermaine and be all right. I was like, man, this is one of the Jacksons.
Didn't elicit any emotion from me.
I saw Tito and I was like, that's Michael Jackson's brother. Like it's crazy. So, all
these years I've been doing this too, and it still blows me away when someone just says, hey, thank you for coming to Columbus.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for coming here. I'm like, what? Thank you for coming out to this. Yeah.
Thank you for coming to Savannah or Macon.
Yeah. Like, I'm always blown away when they say, thank you for coming here. I'm like, what do you? And thank you for coming here.
It's the weirdest thing. I'll talk about that a little later. But my two sons is out right now, which I dropped on Mother's Day. Which is people think, why didn't you drop My Two Sons on Father's Day? Because it's two different things.
All right, so real quick before you explain, how many kids do you have?
Total 9.
9 kids?
Yeah.
You have 9 fucking kids?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Not fucking kids, just kids.
That's a baseball
not
team,
be fucking.
Bro.
No, one of them is.
That's a baseball team.
Yeah, my oldest boy.
But wait, how old are you?
I'm 51.
How old were you when you started?
Like 26.
Well, that's later than I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say like maybe like teenager, late teens, 26.
I was gone teenage years.
46.
We've talked before. I was gone teenage years.
Yeah, you were. That's right. You ain't getting it done there.
Well, let me say I did start. So my first son passed.
Oh,
that's when I was very young.
How old was he?
9 months. So he passed. I was 16, 17.
Okay.
When that happened. So at 19, I'm going. When I say in the special My Two Sons, and I don't think a lot of people catch it, that one of my sons I'm gonna be able to give a kidney to, and the other one I'm gonna have to buy one for. He's not my biological. I don't have to purchase him one.
Either way, you only got 2 anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? If one's gone, there ain't nobody else getting that.
Whoever was first, bro.
That's it, yeah.
So, with my oldest daughter is a chef.
A chef?
Yeah, she's 26. So she's been around. I started doing comedy 1997. So in December, so it turned 98 very fast. I had her in 99, so a year after,
okay.
So
yeah.
I keep up by how long I've been doing it, by how old she is.
Got it.
And then it was crazy. I say I started on December the 1st. She's born December the 1st. And that was a Monday, but it was actually a Thursday, so it was like the 4th or something that I actually started when I first got on stage, December the 4th. And that was not a good experience.
Well, wait, let's talk about this for a second. What's making you go from, so you got your teenage years, then you get locked up, you come out. Yep. At what age are you when you're out?
25.
25. So what, you did 6 years, 7 years?
6 years.
Okay. You're out at 25. I know we've talked before, you started, joking around with the guys in there and stuff. That's sort of where you started. But when you get out, are you like comedy focused at that?
Comedy focused.
Like you get out of prison and you're like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. And
you didn't start, you went right into it.
No, I got a job first. I needed clothes.
Well, don't they make you get a job too?
Well, you need one. Yeah. If you're going to not do something illegal, you definitely need a job.
Okay. What's the job you get first out of prison?
First job I get, I'm working at a men's apparel store by design. Okay. Because
Was it hard to get a job? Like, are you sitting in the interview like, I just got, you know what I mean? Like, what's that like?
I was determined. So it wasn't hard because I was determined.
But they weren't just shutting doors in your face like, nope.
I wouldn't even, realistically, I was so determined, I didn't even see it. Like, I got to go back and look in my mind like, yo, Did somebody give me a hard time? Like, I was really so focused on, so if I didn't get this job, I'm on to the next thing. I'm not being deterred by any no's. Just like in comedy, if you deterred by no's, this is not the business.
Hell
like,
no.
Find you something else to do. Become an accountant or something. So I've had very tough skin. So if somebody was actually, I think I was so determined, right? So my first job was at Mosa, men's apparel store. This guy named Reginald Ballard, hired me. I went in the store like 3 times. He told me they wasn't hiring, and every day I would still come back and like, so y'all got to open? And he's like, because I needed clothes. Because my mindset about comics, it's not the same as now. Comics get on stage with pretty much anything on. It's not a dress up thing anymore.
No.
And it used to be dressed up.
Everything did. Going to a ball game with suits and stuff back in the day. Flying with suits and stuff back in the day. Everything was a professional look.
And I think people really don't realize that if you look in the stands of a ball game in the 40s, everybody's suited and it's no.
And that was what was in. That was what you did.
It was no downwear. What was it?
Casual.
Casual was rolling up your sleeves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm casual now.
Yeah.
Like so we have definitely scaled down a lot in demeanor of how we carry ourselves. So even with me, I still wear slacks, but
I love that you just call them slacks too, man. That's dating yourself for sure. Slacks.
Man, I'm not. I don't even know what
Chinos
else to call them. Like, it's like now what they call them, pants. Yeah. Like you just have on pants. Like what kind of pants though? Jeans are pants.
Yeah, they are.
So I knew I needed clothes. So my idea was I'm gonna get a job at a men's apparel store. I'm gonna get the clothes at discount. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a store discount for working there, and then I'm gonna be dressed nice on stage. So I get the job, and not only am I working there, I'm also working at the kiosk at Sunglass Hut.
Same mall?
Same mall, like right across from, like
right out there.
18 steps from the men's apparel.
Ali, I know you're working over there. Can you come in and bring one up real quick?
Man, like I sell you a suit and you walk back by, I'm like, hey, you know you need some shades in that suit. Like I'm Revos and Maui. And then you start learning stuff when you work somewhere.
Oh, that's great.
Like shades are not just shades.
Yeah.
Like it's different brands of shades. It's shades for different reasons. Like I don't suggest anybody go fishing in Ray-Bans. Like you need like Maui gems, something with some polarization.
That's right.
You know, the glance over the water, you can see. The
difference in that is crazy. It really is.
Oakley's were like the worst shades for some reason to me. You had to be like skin.
You're my age too, so those were big back then.
And those
what do they call them? The razors?
The razors.
Razors, right? And then
Baseball
I had
players
frogs. I think they were frogs or frog skin. They were the Wayfarer look.
Yeah.
But Oakley's version of that.
The
cheap.
A lot of baseball players.
Yeah, all big time. It was all baseball guys.
And they looked crazy as hell.
Yeah.
So I'm working there and I'm wearing suits every day. Because I'm selling suits. And I remember when they came in with the wide leg pants. I thought these was the worst pants. I sold a lot of them, but it was the worst look I think I ever seen men in at the time. Because, you know, a lot of people were going to the club, right? They would come in, they would buy stuff. And I would see them in the club, and they were like, "Hey man, you sold me this." I was like,
"Nah, you're seeing
it." Did not look like that when I sold it to you. Like you got a ray.
You're seeing the people out in the wild that you're suiting up, dude. That's crazy.
Oh man, I was going to this club called Phoenix, and I walk in and dudes be like,
"Here I am." This is all you, right?
I'm like, oh, this looks crazy. You had on some mint wide legs with a cream rayon shirt. just with no sleep. I'm like, this man, did I send you this?
Oh man.
Like, so yeah, it was. So I'm at the store. I'm always, that's how I'm selling my clothes. I'm being funny, selling my clothes. And I went to Just Joking Comedy Cafe. Had on a suit. And this was a Apollo night. It's the Apollo night. So it's people doing everything. They juggling, they singing, they doing poetry, they rapping, and then doing comedy. They had a Sandman that would shoot you off stage once you getting booed. But this Sandman was encouraging people. He was the host. So it wasn't like he was just a Sandman. He was the host.
Okay.
And
so he's Steve Harvey and the Sandman.
It's both. He's doing a double job.
Yeah.
So he would encourage people to boo. But then I think the singers figured it out. Like nobody's gonna boo a gospel song. So they would get up and they would sing gospel songs. And it was like maybe 4 singers in a row. And then I'm coming up. He's like, man, y'all ain't booing nobody. This is crazy. I don't like it. Man, the next person, don't worry about it. Then he just called me up. Come on the stage. Y'all give it up for some guy, Ali Siddiq, say doing comedy. That was the introduction, right? I get up and I say, hey, how y'all doing? And they immediately start booing.
They just took his lead, huh?
And I don't even think they were booing me. They were booing the fact that I had on a suit. Because I was in, what's up, Rev? And as they booed me, like, it was crazy. And I got a little phobia from that experience. Because when I was getting booed, Earthquake walked into the club. So Earthquake, first time ever seeing me, I was getting booed. So then he saw me again, maybe a year later. I'm at this spot called Simpers, and I'm hosting a comedy night at Simpers. And it's 2 guys at the bar talking loud. And I was like, yo, man, we trying to do a show, man. Y'all having a loud conversation. So we bantering back and forth. And these dudes like 6'6", 6'5", something like that. And I'm like, hey, failed basketball players, like, we going back and forth. And now they want to fight. And I'm like, I'm game for a fight. You know, I'm just really not just getting out. So I'm like, a fight, man, okay, cool. Earthquake walks in as I'm going through this. And he just look at me.
He's like, last time I saw you was getting booed. Now you're fighting with the audience.
Then I see him again at another spot. And I'm like, why is Earthquake in Houston so much, man? Like,
that's the question.
I'm going through it again with somebody. So the next time I see him is 1999. I'm on this show with Def Jam, all Def Jam comics. So it's J'Anthony Brown, D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley, Earthquake, and I'm opening up for the show at the Arena Theater. Earthquake walks in and looks right in my face and say, hey, try not to get booed tonight. I'm like, but it wasn't me. It's the bones of the game. So I go out and do good. And we friends now. And he's seen me do well a lot. But at first I was like, yo, I cannot do well in front of Earthquake for some strange reason. It was weird. So that's how I started.
That's how you started.
Yeah.
And at that time when you start, how many kids do you have then?
0.
None?
0 kids.
So when's how long you in when kid number 1?
I'm dating a lady that has my oldest boy. Okay. Now, how Trey is my oldest boy, he was 5 when I met his mom, right? So I think his pops goes on vacation. He's like 8 maybe. And I tell his pops, hey, yo, I got him until you come home. So 1999, I have my daughter by his mom. So I'm not going to treat them any different. I don't want no rift there, so I'm not gonna treat them any different. So Trey is basically mine, and I'm putting him in everything. I'm putting my daughter in. I'm going everything he got going on, you know. But his father is there until he leaves. His grandparents are there. So me and his mom separate at like my daughter's 10, so he's 15, and I kept the relationship with him the whole time. He literally just called me yesterday. He's a truck driver. He called me yesterday saying he needed something for some showers or something. He didn't have some points. I'm like, okay, cool. But I made this pact not knowing that his father was going to be gone for 20 years.
I was going to ask how long that vacation
was. That vacation was 20 years. Dude. And it was like, he comes home, Trey is like 27, 28.
Yeah.
And I'm like, goodness gracious. So he's basically mine, you know. Mm-hmm. He's basically the first, but my daughter is my first biological, you know.
And how old are you when you have her?
I am 27.
Okay. So there's 7 more from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because you've come on, we've talked about your story with your dad and everything. Why Mother's Day? Why Father's Day? Why?
Paying homage to my mom and my dad. Yeah, because my mom is pivotal. That's a huge part of my life. You know, my dad was in and out. You know, I stayed with him from 10 to 14. Mm-hmm. You know,
I still think about all the time about you selling drugs out the door late as shit at night and then going to school and falling asleep. He's yelling at you like, "Why you sleeping in class?"
Crazy, man.
I think about that all the time. Like this little kid's hustling out the back door, like, I got math in the morning.
Yeah, let me tell you what I really thought about the other day. Like it really dawned on me. My father was so irresponsible. He stored his cocaine because he only sold powder cocaine because this is the 80s. He stored it in a Cool Whip bowl in the refrigerator.
Nuh-uh.
You know how many times I almost dipped strawberries in that? I just thought the Cool Whip was bad. I'm like, it's grainy. It's not whipped.
Why is he keeping it in the fridge and cool?
I'm like, yo, man, what is wrong with him? When I'm thinking about it back then, it was smart. You know, you come in, he get buzzed, it's in the refrigerator, it's a Cool Whip. Nobody gonna think about that.
I get the raid. Nobody's looking at the Cool Whip.
But I'm thinking about me. Mm-hmm. Now, you know how many times I had strawberries? My dad loved strawberries. He always had them. So I was like, nah, that Cool Whip's bad. Like I could have been coked up.
Oh man, coked up,
crazy town. He's a crazy man.
So you drop Father's Day's out now.
Yeah.
Mother's Day came out on Mother's Day this year as well. So Mother's just Day. last month, excuse me.
Yeah.
What is it like for you being a dad? I asked because you on the way in, you said, "Hey, I might have to take a call in the middle of this. My daughter's at an ice skating competition."
Yeah, I have.
Please,
I have 2 daughters that's in ice skating, all right, and a son that plays hockey. So
why is everybody in your family like the ice?
It started with Helena.
She was the first one to go.
She was the first one. She's 6, literally just turned 6. We had bought Hanan some roller skates. Hanan never put them skates on. Her sister put them skates on. They too big for her. And she's rolling around the house. And I said, hey, just use the side of the couch to get comfortable till you can get it down. Next thing I know, she is roller derbying through the house. And she asks, she's like, Daddy, you'll take me to go ice skate? I was like, yeah. So maybe about 4.
Had you ever been?
No. And maybe 4 months went by before I even got a chance to go. So I knew it was a Wednesday because I remember it very, very detailed. It was a Wednesday. I said, yo, Helena, just come ride with me. We went hanging out, went shopping, and we in the Galleria, and I see the ice skating ring. I said, you still want to go? So we went down. She put the little blue skate zone that everybody get that you. So she's skating around.
Are you?
No,
You're
I'm just watching.
Okay.
And I'm like, I see some people with like real skates on. And I asked this one lady, I said, do y'all have like classes or something? She happened to be one of the coaches there. Her name is Hope. And Hope is phenomenal. Hope skated for Disney for like 25 years. Very good skater. And she said, yeah, I'm one of the coaches here. We have classes. And I said, when is the next class when like people can sign up? So that is a Friday. That's a Friday. So 2 days later, I go out of town. Her mom takes her. And then I get a phone call and said, hey, they want her to come back tomorrow. So Saturday, she skates on Saturday. And get a phone call on Saturday because I'm still on the road. They want her to come back on Sunday. She goes skate on Sunday. Get a call on Sunday. The lady said she'll take on as a student, and would she like to be in the ice skating program in December, the Christmas ice skating program. I think she just started. He's like, they asked. So she skates September, October, November.
She that good at it right away, huh?
It's crazy. It's September. So September, October, November, December, I'm on the side of the rink. The same rink I took to on a Wednesday 4 months ago, and she's in a program. Then after that, she has a competition in February. I'm like, this is going very rapidly. So after the ice skating program, I had to buy some very expensive skates. Mm-hmm. She first competition, I'm there and I'm telling her, I don't want her to win. I don't. This is in my mind. If she wins her first competition, then there's only down to go. It's like it's gonna be a hard way to solve. She gets second place. And I said, hey, you see, if you work harder, you'll get first place. In her mind, she was so laser focused. So next competition was in like maybe 3 months later, first place. Now she's 7. She's been in 8 competitions. We have 6 first places, 2 second places.
Damn.
And she skates today in a bigger competition in Dallas.
And her traveling for this too.
Yeah,
huh?
she got second. This is her second time traveling to Dallas and then Austin. So now she's traveling. She has like 4 coaches, and not regular coaches. Coaches who like her coach now. I think she got a bronze medal up against Kristen Yamaguchi.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. So these coaches are
she has
world
like
renowned.
Yeah, she has like the coaches.
Yeah.
And she probably gonna go to Boston and skate in a program. It's a thing. And I explain how much she has to be protected because I remember this. I literally remember this. I've been through this already.
With what?
With my daughter my oldest daughter, when she decided to be a chef.
Oh, okay.
It was laser focus. It came from, I just want to cook to, I need to go to this culinary high school. So we went to a culinary high school, came out of there. She's already a sophomore in culinary school. So she does 2 years of culinary school. She graduates. She goes back and gets her food and a master's in food and science. Then she rapidly started working in the kitchen. and laser focus. But I remember this. I got out in 1997, October 21st. I'm on stage December 4th. I do the whole year of 98. September of 99, I'm recording Comic View. Comes out in 2000. I haven't done anything else. I quit all my jobs in 99. It's been just comedy. Laser focus on just stand-up. So I can see when I'm laser focused about, so I can see the same thing in my kids. So I know how they have to be cultivated when they have a passion. When you have a passion, you have to cultivate your children's passion, especially if you see something in yourself that you are laser focused about.
This is what I admire about you, because I was saying before we recorded, there's a lot of dads with this macho bullshit about their sons wanting to play this or that. And my daughter was playing soccer. Now, I played soccer growing up, and I was really good at soccer. I was all JUCO in college. 16, I played for a U.S. team, a development team, went to Europe for a month. Like, I was fucking good. So I love soccer. So my daughter's playing soccer, and she's good at it. But one day we're driving, and I picked her up from school, and we're going home, and she's just sitting there quiet. And she goes, "Did Mom tell you we're not playing soccer this year?" And so I just said, "No. Why aren't we playing soccer this year?" She goes, "Well, I think I want to do gymnastics, and Mom wants me to do gymnastics. She thinks it might be really my thing." And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "What?" I go, "Yeah, okay." She's like, "You're not mad?" I go, "Why would I be mad?" She goes, "Mom thought we were going to have a family meeting about this." I said, "Stella, we've never had a family meeting. You think soccer's going to be this?" I said, "Listen, here's all I care about. I want you to learn about being a good teammate. I want you to learn about being a good loser. I want you to learn about being a humble winner. And I want you to take it seriously. If you take it seriously and you focus on it like you're talking about, I'll support whatever the fuck you want me to support. But if you're just going to half-ass it and boo, 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 then nah, we're going to find something that is for you." So I watched this kid who, now she's flipping and shit. She's doing all this stuff. And I like it. The gymnastics I've been exposed to in my life has been through Olympics and shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching these professionals who've been doing this since they were probably my daughter's age, all this shit. I've never seen where they're failing, and I'm watching the coaches go, "Well, you didn't arch your back. Like, tuck your head a little bit," and then boom, it's literally mechanical. You see it, and I'm like, there it is. I've enjoyed watching that. And I hear some of these dads like at some of these things like, yeah, I heard one guy talking about, I was with my stepson. I heard him talking about his kid wasn't playing football or whatever. It was, I don't know what the hell they were doing, chess or some shit. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And then I go to these events because I think like there's a lot of dads out there that wouldn't support ice skating for their kids or gymnastics. It ain't my shit. Oh, whatever. And I'm seeing dudes with teardrop tattoos and cholas with fucking neck tattoos. And I'm like, if they're here supporting their kids, like legit supporting, then what excuse does anybody else fucking have?
I think
it's love. Look, it. A big part of parenting is showing up and being genuinely interested in what your kids are interested in and supporting it. You don't need much more than that. You don't need these trips to Europe and backpack and all this bullshit. Like, show up, support the fuck out of it, and love your kids. That's it.
That's the recipe.
What does feeling safe at home really mean to you? For a long time, I thought it was enough to have good locks and maybe an alarm that would, make a lot of noise if someone actually broke in. But I realized that true security takes more, like a system that works to prevent that break-in from ever happening in the first place. That's why I trust SimpliSafe to protect my home and family. It's about security that is proactive, not just reactive. SimpliSafe sent me one of their systems, and what I love about it was easy to set up myself. I didn't need an appointment with a team that kept me waiting around all day. I was able to set it up myself and boom, we're protected right away. And here's the cool thing. If someone's lurking, agents will talk to them in real time. They'll turn on spotlights. They can call the police proactively, deterring crime before it even starts. There's no contracts. There's no hidden fees. It is ranked #1 in customer service by Newsweek and USA Today, with 4 million plus Americans trusting SimpliSafe. Monitoring plans start around $1 a day, and they offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Visit SimpliSafe.com/honeydew to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. That's SimpliSafe.com/honeydew. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Now, let's get back to the do. So what made you want, I mean, I know your dad and his past and stuff, but what made you really want to lean into correcting that and making sure your kids don't, have that upbringing, that dad in their life?
Before, I probably would have been one of the shortest guys in the NBA.
Yeah, you were good?
I was nice.
Were you?
I was pretty nice. I really started playing basketball because I never had nobody in the stands. It was never my family, and I didn't understand at the time that my mom, she just had to work.
Mm-hmm.
She had to work to support us, But I was always with other people's moms. Always, I'm with the team mom, or I always felt like a step kid to everybody. So I said to myself, I'm going to always make an effort to be present in whatever my kids are doing. And I'm going to support it. Hassan is a boxer, but he also ice skates. And everybody ice skates because Helena, they go to practice with Helena.
She started it all, huh?
She started all of them. So all of them skate. Hanan has a competition, but Hanan is really not an ice skater. Hanan is a gymnast, but she's really a swimmer. She's probably going to be a diver.
Okay.
So but she wants to bake. So it's whatever Hanan wants to do, but Hanan is the manager of the family. Like, this is who I talk finances with. She's 9. This is this is who knows about what all of my investments are. And me and Hanan will be at the table and I'm explaining silver and gold and purchasing lead. And I said, look at all of my stocks and stuff. You gonna have to manage this. She's probably gonna be over my trust. And then other people will come in and we'll just stop talking. Then they'll leave and we'll start laughing again. Hanan probably has, of all of my kids, Hanan probably has the most money besides Jaden. Jaden is really good with money.
The 9-year-old?
Yeah. So Jaden and Hanan probably have the most money. Because Hanan, she just, with money, my thing is, I always got to explain her, you can't keep all your money in the same place because she has all her money in the same place. Hanan is the one that you can ask for money. Like, if you leave your wallet, you say, Hanan, let me hold $40. And she'd be like, for how long? Like, how long are you holding this? How long are you holding this money? I asked Hanan for $80 one time. And I told her, I said, I'll give it back to you when we get home. We're not home for 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hanan looking at me, I'm like, what's up? She said, you said when we get home, you was going to give me that $80 back. So I just gave her $100 and she just walked upstairs and put it in her situation. And I was like, yo, man, Hanan's a loan shark. Like, she doesn't play about it. Like, if you tell her you're going to give the money back, she wants it back.
My daughter did the same thing. I was going to the store one night and I go, hey, can I borrow $20? She said, what do you need $20 for? And I said, well, I said, I'm going to tip the valet 10 and I'm going to tip the bartenders 10. All right, but when am I getting that back? I was like, well, I get paid in cash. Maybe I'll give it to you tonight. But if not, I'll just go to the ATM with you tomorrow and I'll make sure you get the 20 back. All right. I came back, same thing. Like, where's my $20?
Yeah.
Or it'll be like, or how about this, Dad?
how about you just give me a $20 credit at Sephora? And I'm like, what? I don't care. And then we go to the mall and she goes and gets her $20.
Man, they won't.
And it's immediate.
And
they don't forget.
And people think that you don't have. I have my favorites for certain things. My favorite person to go on a walk with. My favorite person to go
with, or
like it's easy. Hassan is my favorite person to eat with.
Yeah,
easy. I'm talking about. If I had to pick somebody to eat with every day, Hassan. And I'm talking about since he was young, 6. Hassan has a wonderful palate. And Hassan was in Spain.
How old is he?
He's 14 now.
Hassan, but he's always been a good eater, always.
What? Like Hassan has an amazing palate.
I got a peasant's palate for sure.
Yo, don't go eat with Hassan. If you want to feel like you're not an adult, you go eat with this kid.
What's he get that you're like, what the fuck?
What? Okay, I'm gonna go back to when Hassan was 11. He just got back from Spain with my mom. And he was in Spain for like maybe 3 or 4 months. Because he speaks Spanish.
Oh, man.
So he's over there being immersed in Spanish. And we go to Papado's, spot in Houston called Papado's. And he's looking at the menu, and the waitress come by, and he says, "Excuse me, how is this roasted octopus?"
I knew it was going to be octopus.
And I was like, "What? I don't like octopus." And he was like, "No, I had it in Spain. It was outstanding."
I knew it was going to be octopus. They love octopus.
Because of Spain, yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's like...
if you don't do it right, it's chewy, Dad.
Man, and he
He's
is
right,
literally... He gets the octopus, and he's just over there like, and he playing with his sisters because he's got the tentacles.
And like, how old is he?
Yeah, at the time, he's 11. Yeah. But
that is a very sophisticated palate. Octopus,
raw oysters, grilled oysters, charcoal oysters. Like this is his thing. Multiple types of fish. This guy here has all the vegetables. I think the only thing he doesn't like is specifically yellow lentil. I think that's the only thing that he's specific that I know that he did. Oh, and avocado. He can't, for some reason, he can't stand avocado. Like, just don't mess with it. But everything else, Hassan is a very sophisticated eater. And that was the only time I didn't feel grown. I was like, I would like the calamari fried hard.
Fried hard.
Yeah. And
extra crispy.
And he asking for grilled octopus with extra lime. I'm like, okay. And Hassan's a very good eater, and I love going out to eat with him because when we order stuff, they'll come put his food in front of me.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's the swordfish. That's not mine. That's his. I ordered the trout, a normal fish, and he ordered swordfish. Yeah. And if I wanted to go on a walk or go shopping, Helena, all day long. Like, Helena is the most fashionable person in our house because of her mom. Her mom's very snazzy dresser. But Helena puts it together, like, all the time. And she's only 7. She wears matching pajamas every night, and she sleeps with the
mask.
With the mask.
Does she?
And like always, like multiple masks. Like, I'm going, and you never have to tell her to go to sleep. Since she was a baby, never had to tell her to go. Like, I'm going to sleep. I don't know what y'all staying up for. I'm going to sleep. Like, sleep is my best friend. Like,
yeah.
So if I'm gonna go on a walk or shopping, I would rather go with Helena. If I'm talking finances and doing money, Hanan. If I want to party somewhere, I would rather party with Jaden. Jaden is always a good time. My oldest daughter, she's always a good time. If I want to be frustrated, I call Trey, and he's very frustrating. He's very frustrated. If I'm talking about animals, Sahar, Shad, I'm gonna talk to Shad. If I just want to be quiet, Sanaa, she just quiet. She's like, I don't want to talk. I can just.
You got all your bases covered.
I can just be here.
They're not two of them that are like identical. Like these two over here are hellions, or these two are quiet. No, huh? They're all individuals.
They all are totally individuals.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to have a debated conversation, I'm gonna talk to gorgeous girl Sahir. She gonna go back and forth with you. But a good time, a good ritzy time, like you don't have to. She's about all of it. Hania is crazy town. It's crazy town. She the youngest. She's crazy town USA.
That's exactly what I used to call my daughter. I'm like, you crazy town USA. That's what I used to say. Exactly that. Yeah,
crazy. Like, and she's the comic. The youngest one has great timing, and she says it right on, like right in the moment, and very fearless. She's like, man, I don't care. I bought a Bentley because of her.
Why? What would you mean because of her?
I was getting my truck serviced, and we walking around a dealership. We went to the dealership next door, and she sees this Bottega. And she's like, that's nice. And I said, well, let me ask the dude, let me see the keys. And she literally got in the back, had pillows and all this stuff in the back. She got in the back, clicked her seatbelt in, and crossed her feet and her hands like, I'll take it.
How old?
She was 4. Like, I'll take it.
And that's how you ended up getting it?
And I was like, man, run the numbers. Let me see what we can do. And we came home with that call. She was like, yeah. And this is what she wants to be driven to school in. Like, hey, man, this is what I do. Mm-hmm. And she's a small man. And then she'd come from school, Daddy, I didn't peel myself at school today. Like, that's not you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, sometimes accidents happen. Like,
let me ask you this. Is your father, is he still alive?
No,
he's not. Did he ever meet, my question was going to be, did he ever meet any of the kids? And was he a better grandfather?
No. Yeah, you don't even have, no, and
that didn't
no
make
again.
him say, you know what?
No, it didn't. He was a better father. I think he met Jaden maybe once. Mm-hmm. And I don't even just blame on him living out of town because, grandparents travel. So I think he was still dealing with some things, but he was a better, I remember I was going through a pretty tough time and I called him. I said, yo, I just need you to come. And he did. And he was kicked at me for like a day. And then he was like, we done?
We good?
I was like, man, yeah. But I just needed to see him. Just needed, him to be present. He watched all of my stuff on YouTube.
He did.
Yeah, like anything that came out on YouTube, he would go to the library and watch it.
And then tell you he saw it?
Tell me he saw it. Have a conversation about He met Hassan once, and then he called about him like every month after that. That was really our last conversation. February the 12th of 2018, I land in LA because I just filmed the Comedy Central special. 2018 is getting ready to come out. So I'm doing press. I land in LA, and normally I don't answer my phone until I get to my hotel. he called. I answered. I said, hey, man, what's going on? He said, man, I just called to ask about Hassan's chess game. Because you said about chess, because we all play chess.
Okay.
I've been playing since I was 6 because he played. And he asked about Hassan's chess game. I said, yo, I'm on it, when I get back. And then I asked him about the trailer for my special. I said, man, you seen the trailer for my special? He said, yeah, I seen it. We talked about it. So then the 13th, I'm walking out of Viacom office. And I had this thing about me, I hope it's broken now, but when something's going really, really well, I wait on the other shoe to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Something terrible about to happen. And I remember walking out of Viacom and I said, man, everything's going great. And then I said, nah, don't say that. I said this to myself. I was like, don't say that. I remember I'm sitting on the side of the building. So then the 14th comes. I'm flying back to Houston to do a Valentine's Day show. And I hate Valentine's Day. Everybody coming to hear how much I hate Valentine's Day. 2 shows. And I know after that, I'm flying to DC. At the DC Improv, got shows there. And we sold out for the weekend. I'm very excited about this week. I had my alarm set to catch my flight. My phone keeps going off. I'm like, it's 3 something. I don't think I set that alarm for 3. Phone keeps going off. And I sit the phone, when I gotta get up, I sit the phone across the room, so I have to get up to cut it off. As I wake up, I get up to go turn my phone off. I'm thinking this alarm is pretty early. But when I get there, it's Joanne, his girlfriend, calling, his fiance. I answer the phone, I say, hey, what's up, Joanne? But I know we on a time difference. They in Louisiana, I'm in LA, time difference. She said, Barry, I got something to tell you about your father. I said, what's up with him? I just talked to him. She's like, your father had a heart attack and he passed. I said, what? I said, all right,
How old was he?
68.
It's young.
I said, all right, let me get up and get myself together. Got off the phone with her and I just looked up, I said, boy, you ain't shit. You gonna die on a day that you know I hate. Valentine's Day. I said, damn. So now I'm gonna have to always remember this day, not because of Valentine's anymore, because he passed on February the 14th. I called my sister. I said, hey, I'm on tour, so you gonna have to go down to Louisiana and set up the arrangements and whatnot. My sister's getting ready to go to Africa. So I come home that day, I do the 2 shows, I fly to DC, I'm doing the shows in DC, and I remember it was the 17th. Special comes out on the 23rd. I buried my father on the 24th after the premiere of the special. And because I'm on the road and I got all this press, I just don't want to stop doing what I got going on. And then me stopping, what would that help do? He's gone at this point. He's not in the hospital. He's gone. So the 17th, I never forget it because this lady, I'm doing the show, and this lady, she's laughing. It's one of those laughs. You probably didn't had this for doing stand-up. One of these laughs that's disruptive to the next, like, you can't move on because it's so disruptive. You gotta
let her stop. Yes.
Yeah. So I say, ma'am, you gonna have to like either cut your laugh short or laugh with everybody else.
With everybody? Yeah.
Like you laughing past the time limit of laugh. And
ain't that
son of a
Like,
bitch. You worked all your life for that. Now you got to tell this lady, look,
hey,
man.
ma'am, you kind of, I can't move on until you done. Like, so she says, no, you don't understand. I'm having a good time. I said, I think pretty much everybody's having a good time, but we like in a controlled laugh space right now. Like, laugh with everybody else and then stop, like, and keep going. She says, no, you don't understand. My father died today, and this is my relief. I said, your dad died today, and you're here? She said, no, this is the date that he died. It was on a Sunday. This is a Sunday. And I said, ma'am, I understand. She says, no, you don't. I said, ma'am, I really do. I said, my father died February 14th. Like, just past 14th. And I've been doing all these shows, and I haven't mentioned it yet. Cause I'm compartmentalized. I'm like, I got it in my head, but like right now I'm having a good time doing this show, but then I'm going to be extremely
I'm going to be miserable.
Sad. Once I get off the stage. And so that's when I first told the people that my father had passed and did some stories about him. And she was like, she just looked at me the rest of the show like, I said, you kind of don't know what we go through as comics. And we are real live. The show must go on. Like, I don't know about what actors go through. I don't know about what R&B singers or rappers go through. I know the show really must go on with us.
Mm-hmm.
And it has. Like, when people look at my two sons, they will never, and Rugged as well, because I taped them back to back, they will never realize that my toe was broke.
Yeah.
Like, my baby toe was actually broken. I broke my clavicle and broke 4 of my ribs and strained my sternum and cracked my teeth surfing in Cabo, and a wave just crushed me up against the ground. And I stayed in Cabo. No pain medication, just arm in a sling, just holding it together. I came home. I got an MRI. They told me I was going to have surgery. They scheduled my surgery. And I still had shows to do on the road. So I went to it's people in Utah, it's people in Omaha, it's all these people that saw me in a sling with my arm still broken and my ribs broke. The people in Utah, I know it's people in Utah that was in the airport that thought somebody stabbed me because my ribs was broken, right? And they were telling me all this stuff about my clavicle, how crazy my clavicle was. It was broken in half. And then I blew my tendon.
Damn.
Yeah, so
that's all from a wave pulverizing you into the ground?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that
water's crazy.
Broke his neck, and thank God a lifeguard was there and
I
pulled
thought
him out.
I thought my neck was broke.
He was going to be paralyzed, but they saved him.
I thought my neck was broke. All the cracking that I heard, I thought my neck was broke, right? So I am asking the lady, I said, so y'all keep talking about my clavicle. I said, what y'all gonna do with my ribs? And she said, nothing. I said, that's not a medical term, ma'am. I don't think you're supposed to say that. She's like, no, there's nothing we can do about your ribs. Your ribs got healed on their own. So when you have broken ribs, I'm gonna tell you what is wrong with you. Everything. Like, it's breathing, laying,
every little bump
sitting,
in the car.
bumps in the car. Yeah. Like, it's grueling. And the number one killer is a sneeze. So I'm coming through the airport. I'm rolling my bag with my good arm. And I feel it. And I said, and I'm trying to, I need to let my bag go to kind of brace myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't happen fast enough. I'm like, no. And I sneeze and I just lay on the ground in baggage claim.
No, you didn't.
You just went to the ground.
I'm just on the ground. Luggage in hand. Can't go down straight because my clavicle is broke. I'm in a sling, and I'm just on the ground. And I'm on the ground, and this couple comes by and says, "Hey, ain't that who we going to see tonight?"
Nah, the guy on the ground who we bought tickets to.
I was like, "Don't mention this. Don't mention it." And it's so I have the surgery. And the next day, I fly out to go do this comedy club in Atlanta, Uptown Comedy Club, because I gave him my word that I was going to do his
day after surgery.
Yeah, shows are sold out. I'm in there, and I'm just working it out, just doing my thing, and I'm telling the story about this because this is going to be one of the specials about how I broke this clavicle. And I'm told this whole entire story, and I said I just had surgery. I walk off the stage, and this lady grabs me on the shoulder, and there's other women in there about to beat the shit out of this lady. Like, did you not just fucking hear him for an hour and 20 minutes about how damaged he is? And you grabbed me like, oh man, I was like, and so when she grabbed me, I went down in the club. I just
did?
On the ground. And I was just looking up at her like, are you crazy right now? Like, you're literally crazy. Like, it was just the mere, because the way that they had to do it, I have this Dr. Woody, he's my doctor, he's extremely good. Dr. Woody, very hip white guy. I was skeptical because when I walked in, he was like, "Oh, love those Travis Scotts." I had on some sneakers. He was like, "No, I'm a sneakerhead too. And I love watches." And we talking. So after the surgery, he wanted to tell me what he did. So I have a cadaver's tendon.
You do?
Over my arm, right over top of my clavicle.
Is it better than your old one?
No. I bust a tendon up, so I had to get somebody else's tendon. And he's telling me about it, and I said, "Was the cadaver white or black?" And he was like, "Ali, if you don't get the fuck out of here." Like, this was his look, like, what difference does it make? I was like, black people, we heal different. I need to know what you have in me. I said, what if he's a pirate? And all of a sudden I'll be like, I know it. And he's like, oh yeah, you definitely a fucking comedian. Like, I'm like, no, I just wanted to know. So I can, for the record, I can tell people I'm partially white.
What if he was a good pitcher or some shit? I want to know. All of a sudden I'm throwing 90 miles an hour with this left arm in my 50s. What is this?
I want to know how this is going to heal. Man.
Did he tell you?
No,
they don't.
He was like, no.
It's interesting though. You think you should have a right to know
what type of person,
whoever shit went in your body. That's another human being's part in you.
What
You
if
should
he
know
just
about.
stab people all the time? And like, I need to know what's going on with me. But it's very good sometimes. Then it's still where you can feel it trying to connect with my body. It's numb a lot, but. It's crazy how they did it, and I was very interested in it because I wanted to know.
Also, it's in your body.
It's in my body. I don't know where this meat came from.
Yeah,
it is somebody else's tendon.
Yeah, they took something out from somebody over there, put it in you, and you don't get to know
that. It sounds so much worse now. That person over there, this random ass person over there. Now
there's a freezer over there with some shit they put in you.
Now it's yours.
We just sewed it up inside you, man. Listen,
crazy.
Before we wrap this up, I want to ask you this last question. What do you want people to take away from Father's Day?
If you have a good one, if you have a bad one, be appreciative of the lessons that you learn from both. The reason why I'm the type of father I am now is my mom would like to say that it was her. But no, it was really a lot of the feelings that I didn't want my children to have about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a lot of pictures with my dad young. I have some memories, but I would rather have my children have a lot of good memories, a lot of life lessons, and then pictures of when we were together and have memories. I have some memories of, I was there with my father, he taught me chess, he taught me this, but I have more memories of him not being there. Mm-hmm. And I would rather my children have more memories of me being there than not. And I tell my son, every time we go to lunch, I make him hold my hand when we coming out the restaurant. And I say, man, you need to practice, man. Because one day I'm going to be some old dude. You'll be taking me to lunch and I'll be walking out and I'm like, hold my hand, guide me this way. And I'm going to be stubborn. I don't want to do that, but you're going to have to assist me. Just like I held your hand and snatched you out the street and did this. I say the same thing. You get a chance to do it. And he just laughs and thinks that I'm playing. Like one day I'm going to be a slow walking person or you're going to have to push my wheelchair. Hopefully not, but you're going to have to come pick me up and I'm going to be quiet and you're going to want to talk. The role is going to eventually reverse. Mm-hmm. With my daughters, I'm going to want them to always want to see me and take care of me and kiss on me like I did them, and it was a big thing because when you Muslim, you got to wash the body. So I had to wash my dad's body and my little brother by another woman. He went with me and did it. And I remember he didn't really have a lot of memories of him being around either. So we do share that we washed his body. We hung out with him before he died. But I would rather my kids have a lot of happy memories.
Yeah.
So
the older I get, I don't need gifts, nothing. Like memories is it. That's what it is.
So traveling with my kids and going, I remember when we was here. Remember we was in Costa Rica. Remember when I broke my clavicle because you were there. Mm-hmm. You were in Cabo with me when I broke my clavicle. Just whether you have a good one or a bad one, sometimes our fathers are not ideal. And people are here about it because I didn't tell you I wanted to drop the bombshell at the end. I recorded 3 more specials in Detroit. So I have 3 specials in the can.
What? How in the fuck do you do this, dude? That's amazing.
Yeah.
And do you set them up? Like you let people know you're recording them or you just shoot? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole production. Like
so you did
know.
So you got Mother's Day that dropped in May of this year.
Yes.
Father's Day that's out now and it dropped in June of this year.
Yes.
And you already have 3 more specials already recorded.
Already recorded.
Dude, that's incredible. Good for you.
Getting ready to go out. One is called The Dog. One is Father. And then Monday. So those are the 3 that's getting. It'll be recorded again.
When will they be released? This year as well, or are you gonna wait?
No, we're gonna wait. We'll probably drop one at the end of the year, like going into the new year.
3 specials in 1 year. I don't know. Has any comedian ever done that?
No, not that I know of.
Right? 3 successful specials, not just fucking 800 people watching one of them. Yeah.
So
good for you, dude.
Yeah, we trying to set the bar high.
Oh, you have definitely set it. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on as always.
Thank you.
Right there, promote it all again one more time. Everything.
So AliSiddiq.com. You can grab you some tickets to the next 34 cities starting in August. I'm doing some clubs in August. You know, I'm coming to Wise Guys, which I don't know why I love this club so much.
Oh, yeah, Salt Lake City?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
man,
a
Wise
great
Guys
club.
is a great club.
Mhm.
I'm also doing Atlantic City in August. But then I have multiple dates coming up. Where you from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yo, the Lyric is a great theater. Baltimore Comedy Factory is crazy.
Crazy.
The
Lyric is... Now, I'm lucky enough. I got to perform there with Tom Segura when he was there.
Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, before we get out of here, Tom Segura has the worst accident ever in all of anything. I don't care. It's comedy, it's baseball. I don't give a damn what it is. And every time I've watched it, just to feel better about mine was kind of sexy. I was surfing, and Tom like,
well,
he like fucking fell apart. Like, it was crazy.
Also, I don't think you made the money they made off of your injury. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
bro.
Goodness, man.
Yeah.
When I watched it, like I did his podcast. Yeah. And it was like, yo, he was like, he was pop locking. Yeah. I was like, yo, you a breakdancer? That shit was crazy. I was like, wow.
Because I was like, how you couldn't get your arm back? He said, well, I ripped everything in my knee. Yeah. So once my knee shot out, I couldn't get it back there in time, and it just gently folded back there for me.
It's just crazy. Like, that should be a special alone. What
it
not
was.
to do? Like, it was insane, right? So I saw Tom. We was taping this show in New York. I saw Tom, and I can't help but to see it when I see him. Like, yo, you so much better now. You look so smooth right now.
He still has problems.
Yeah. And like
fucked him up.
It's like I'm connected because I still have issues. It's like, oh, it was great town.
But I got to do the Lyric with him, and that's a bucket list theater. If you're in Baltimore, that is the premier spot to go. So yeah.
I just, a bucket list is for me to do a show with Tom.
Oh man, his shows are great.
So
I'm doing I don't know when this will come out, but I'm at the Horseshoe Casino there in Baltimore. That's a great venue too.
Yeah. I've been to the Horseshoe.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
to
one.
See somebody else. You know, wasn't me. I wasn't there. I was like, yo, Smokey Robinson live at the Horseshoe.
Yeah,
I was like,
they have great shows. You know what I love about Baltimore? This is funny. So I go on, I look at the schedule, and what's his name? CeeLo. You know, CeeLo.
Yeah, CeeLo Green.
Not sold out. Michael Jackson impersonator sold out.
Okay.
In Baltimore. Then I was like, impersonator.
Okay.
Sold out. Real person not sold out.
Okay. Here we go. Before we get out of here, here we go. I don't feel bad now. So I'm in Austin. I'm maybe like 500 people from a sellout. But the damn Elvis review.
Yeah.
It's not even Elvis.
It's not even the guy. 50 years ago, by the way, this motherfucker's around. You know what I mean?
The Elvis review. I was like, man, this is some bullshit, man. And they got 2 sold out shows. People
2, yeah.
What the artist's interest is, I'm having to say, excuse me, to get in, because it's like, I'm like, and this is, I got out the SUV. I'm like, oh, is this for me? It was like, no, that's for Elvis. He's on the other side. I'm like, Elvis who? Like, he's a new artist. He's like, no, this is the Elvis review. Man. And
listen, I'm doing my damnedest to sell that show out. I can't have some impersonators selling more tickets to me. I laughed so hard that I was like, Baltimore going hard for the Michael Jackson impersonator. Huh?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
Man. So, man, make sure y'all go to alisiddiq.com. Go watch the specials on YouTube. You can start at Domino Effect and go up if you want to, get some backstory. But man, I sure appreciate you, man, for having me on the HoneyDew.
Thank you for coming, brother.
I thought that was the call. That's not the call.
All right. Well, thank you. And as always, thank you guys as well. Ryan Sickler on all your social media. We'll talk to you all next week.